Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Imperator Rome as we are playing as the Roman Republic. So sorry there wasn't a video for the last couple days here. That is because we're kind of transitioning on the channel to some different software. We got a PlayStation 5 finally for the console content that we do. And our capture card didn't work with the PS5, so we had to get another one, which we had already bought a while back because we knew this was going to be the case. And we had to transition over to a new capture card. And that will allow us to do a couple things on the console we couldn't do before, like record 4K footage if we wanted to. Did have a ton of issues switching over to that. We've been using the same capture card on console for a long time. So hopefully when we record tonight, everything works out all right when we do our PS5 recordings. But for this series, or for this any of my strategy series, the only way they're affected is that we also transitioned over to a new editing software. Technically it's the same editing software, but it's an upgrade. We went from Vegas Pro 15 to Vegas Pro 18, and there are some major differences between the two, so I've been trying to learn that as well. I haven't actually edited any videos yet. This will be the first video, in fact, that I edit with the new software, so hopefully everything works out with that as well. But yeah, we were just trying to do them all at the same time, switch the console, the capture card, and the editing software all at the same time, and so it took a little bit of time to get that all done. So none of that will really affect these videos at all. The editing software probably won't affect it much. It'll just make it a little bit easier for me, a little bit faster, because 15 was getting pretty slow. So that'll make it a faster process overall. But shouldn't affect anything as far as like the overall content here on PC. I still can't record 4K footage on PC because I don't have a 4K monitor. We got a 4K TV, but not a 4K monitor for the PC. So I'd need to get that first, which I think might be our next big purchase for the channel, is a 4K monitor. Although I still haven't decided on if I want to do the 4K footage, if it's worth it yet, because it does take a lot longer to render 4K footage, a lot longer to have it uploaded and for YouTube to process. So it just increases the length of everything by quite a bit, and I haven't decided if it's worth it yet. But if we get a 4K monitor, then that would be something we'd do here for the strategy content as well. But that'll be in the future. So let's go and get started in today's episode. The first thing we're going to do is, with the little bit of money we have, which is not much, we're going to go ahead and start boosting these guys' opinion here so we can get them annexed next, because we're just about to start the annexation here. I think we have one more subject that we'd want to do this with. I'm not entirely sure if these guys have become... Okay, so they are a client state. So yeah, we could do it with these guys as well. And I suppose there's really no reason not to. Let's just get it done while we have the low aggressive expansion, because it's not often that we sit on such a low aggressive expansion. So once those all get to 190, which these guys here are just about there, then we'll start the integration process. But we can go ahead and declare war on these guys here now. I don't know that there's anything I was waiting on. I don't think so. I feel like there was, but it's been a while since I recorded, so I've forgotten. So we're just going to declare war. And hopefully there wasn't anything important that we were waiting for. I don't really see what could be an issue. Guess we could have done a better job of getting these troops in place before we did this. I don't really want to have to fight barbarians there. Now, with these troops here, I was going to have them go ahead and take... actually, we're going to have them react to the enemy troops. And instead, let's go ahead and raise up whatever levies we have here. Probably just the 4 units. So 2,000 for each of these 2 areas is what I'm assuming is all we're going to have. So we're going to want to get them like as close as possible. We'll get some there and then some here. I guess I should have put these guys down here. That probably would have been wiser. So we can keep them in one army, and then we're going to have them attack right here. Alright, so we'll send all of them over to there, and they'll be working on that siege, while these guys over here work on this siege. And we'll see what happens. And I don't think there's anything we have to do with our economy. Could bring the fleets out, pay for them, but there's really no purpose to. There's no forts on the coast, so that's really not going to be an issue, guys. I just think we'll probably keep them in port. Yeah, you're saving quite a bit of gold every month by keeping them in port there. And we just don't need them. I don't know what happened to those barbarians. Oh, they're right there. I don't know how they just teleported over there, but I was waiting for them to move, so we do need to fight them because they are coming into our own territory. And we've got the agenda of the current ruling party here, which is, of course, to get the building. And I'm absolutely okay with doing these ones. I know it costs us money we don't have, which puts us in the negative. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I don't really want to piss off the ruling party for something that I'm okay with doing. So let's go to move over here, guys. And get these guys fought. It's a bummer we have to fight them. I was hoping that they would have to deal with them, but it is what it is. This is about xenophobia. You can turn the other cheek, in which case this character is the deployed tribune. He'd get more prominence and popularity and would lose loyalty. Or we can go with this option where it'd be us that would gain the popularity and prominence, and they'll start seeing each other as rivals. Okay, so that's not a good thing. But neither is this one. Now, he is pretty loyal, though. You know, I'm okay with this. If he became like a consul, we'd be absolutely all right with that. Yeah, he's not too shabby as a consul. Yeah, we'll go with this. And again, his loyalty is pretty good, so I'm not too worried about it. It is a bummer the barbarians were able to succeed here. It's not surprising, though. We're going against an unfortified province, which just doesn't take very long. So we got the Shame of a Governor events. So we can demand a payment to the territory from that governor, in which case he will lose loyalty and he'll lose some of his money. We can demand his resignation, in which case that province will get happiness. Now, this province, I don't think we have very many provinces here in this state, I should say, region. Yeah, we only have this one, but we're about to get a bunch more because I think all of this is in that region, this tribe. So, in fact, it looks like they're actually, yeah, the tribe is actually named after the region here. The region's named after the tribe, I should say. So that would be helpful, since newly conquered territory would have an increase of happiness for 10 years. Or we can go with this one. The commoners are not our problem. You know what, let's do this one. Demand his resignation, and then we'll just put somebody else in place. Even if he was kind of decent, yeah, it's fine. We can find somebody else to fulfill this role here. We've got other decent characters from that family. Yeah, we've got this guy right here. Let's put him in place, and then we'll have a happiness bonus here. So that'll be helpful in this newly conquered region. So that's very nice. So we have the 2 sieges going. Let's just turn this down a little bit here. And the governor of Asia just died, and we had Saturnalia. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the governor of Asia replaced. See who would want to put there. Well, the Decius family is unhappy, but I'm not really seeing anybody from that family here that's at least a little bit decent. You got this character here, but yeah, he's garbage. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to put a member from the family here, guys. They're just too cruddy. So instead, we should get somebody who has relatively low corruption. All these guys have 0 corruption up at the top here. So let's just look at their traits and determine if that's going to have any make any difference here. As far as their actual skills, they're all pretty similar when it comes to the finesse. Martial's a little bit different here with some of these guys, but let's look at the traits, guys, because obviously Just is a good one. Submissive, you know, you get the loyalty bonus at least. And he is the most loyal as well. That's something to consider. As far as their culture and religion, he would be much better in Africa. But yeah, we could put him in place here if he's the best option. Let's take a look at other options here. This guy's pretty decent with the traits he currently has. Yeah, I'm okay with this guy, and he's actually a family member. So we'll go with him. A member from the Cornelius family. Oh, that's the guy we just replaced, isn't it? Yep. Hopefully we don't have any issues over here with him. Yeah, we just removed him from over here. We just gave him more power, basically. Now, as far as his loyalty goes, it's only at 50. That's one thing I didn't really consider, that he'd had that low loyalty from the forced resignation. So that's a problem as well. But you know what? We'll keep him in place for now. Let's try and get the Decius family happy, which we'll want to do this with an office, most likely. We just get... I guess we need to take a look at how these families are done. Alright, so there's 3 families that we could take somebody from. Basically, we just want to take somebody from the red or yellow families. Fabius or Decius. Okay, so let's go ahead and find somebody to replace. So we could do this character here. But what we're going to want to do is get the best character that we can. And this is... not really an upgrade. Okay, I was going to say he's an upgrade, but he's not. He has the same martial, and his statesmanship is actually lower, so he's not an upgrade. It's probably not the best choice there, even if it would appease the unhappy family. This guy's actually better. He's got the 11 zeal. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to put him in place here. Yeah, that works. Works out nicely. He does have the lower statesmanship, so it's going to take him a little while to get that boosted. Alright, so let's go ahead and have these guys attack us here. I don't know if we'll make it first. Looks like they're going to make it first. Maybe not. We got there first. Okay, excellent. It's plains anyway, so there was no penalty there. So with that victory, let's go ahead and attack them over here. You see 6,500. I'm assuming that's all the troops that this tribe has. We do have to get these barbarians destroyed first. Very easy victory. So now let's go up this way. You can see that can we get through here without any problems from the forts? We can. You can see they're probably going to come over here and attack into this territory here. And got a little bit of money from there, captured some pops. Yeah, we'll just keep these sieges going. We'll have these troops here work on sieges while the 15,000 man army here takes out their army and probably chases them down if we have to. So with these 4,000, remember we can't merge them because they're from two different locations here. Let's just have them go over to this fortification. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly they were doing. They do have more troops, by the way. Okay, we also finished this siege up. Excellent. I'm going to try and get these guys here attacked. Yeah, looks like we should be able to get them. And then after they're done with that, we'll have them come over here and do this siege right here. There's actually quite a few forts here. A lot more than I was expecting. And this is not all their troops because they actually have some troops down here as well. Okay, so we'll have this 15,000 man army after they defeat them come over here and deal with these guys here. Not sure what they'll... I assume they'll go towards that fort, and that's what they'll be working on. So we do have to worry about these 4,000 here. So we should probably keep them away from that army. Alright, so we did not catch those guys there. Killed about a third of the men here. I'm not sure where they're going to retreat to, but let's go ahead and go this way now. Start working on that siege right there. This army here, again, will be the one that deals with the 9,000. Oh, we actually have to get going, don't we? Oh, we're having to chase these guys down, aren't we? Alright, so that's kind of a shame. Yeah, they are going to siege that location. Okay, so that works for us. In fact, I almost want to just go ahead and have these guys... Not entirely sure why we can't move them anywhere. Yeah, there's nowhere else we can move them right now. Alright. We'll have to see what's going on there. Is it just because they're... Yeah, because they're currently moving. I suppose it didn't want to let me pull them back there. I was going to say we could have them do the attack here. I just don't want them to win the siege. But you know what? Keeping those 9,000 troops there, just working on a siege, is actually helpful. It means they're not bouncing around doing other stuff. But I do not want to put 4,000 troops right there on that fort. Can we get up to this fort here? We can. So we'll just work on that one. Okay, so we are going to get these guys caught up. It's in the hills, though. But of course, we vastly outnumber them and probably have much better troops overall, so it should be a very easy battle. Yeah, we killed 6,500 right away. All right, nice. So let's go over to... How would we have to travel? I suppose this would probably be okay. Going into this province here. Yeah, we'll go from here. I don't think that'll be crossing a river, so it shouldn't be an issue. These 4,000 are about to engage them there. We don't want to do that. Let's just be patient here. Let them get out of there. Yeah, I'm not really interested in battling them. Even if we could win, it's just, it's not worth it. Taking the casualties. You take enough of them and then they can't do sieges any longer. We might see those 2,000 come down here and join with this army. That would be the smart thing to do. Try and get all their numbers together. I don't really want to attack here across the river into hills. That would be foolish. But yeah, you can't attack any other way. So if they stay there, then we're going to have to come through here instead. It does look like that's what they're doing. Well, maybe not. We'll see what they do, guys. We can colonize this location, which... Okay, so that's interesting. So they ended up having... They lost this province because all of their pops there died, which means we were able to get that peacefully. Okay, we'll take that. Now, one thing that people brought up that I did want to address is why we haven't established a colony for the cultures that are in these provinces here. Did the cultural decision to establish a colony in order to try and get more Roman pops over here in these provinces where we want to colonize. And one problem with that is you can't, from my understanding, I don't think you can pick where you do the colony. So I think you just kind of gotta to rhyme with it. So like you can base it off the majority culture here, which let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so if we wanted to look at that and see if this would even be an option, I don't think over here it would be. I think it's this one right here, right? Yeah, I believe this is the one. So we founded the colony here. Okay, so that would be over here somewhere, right there. So that's where the pops would go, right there. So I don't know how that would give us any advantage, bringing in more pops to that particular territory. Yeah, I just don't know how that would help us. Yeah, I don't know that would help us, guys, doing it right there. Let's take a look at other areas. Like over here it might. Yeah, there's a good chance it'll help over here if it goes in one of these two. Yeah, I think this could work. And let me see, I think they're the same cultures in these, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, so I imagine that it would go to one of those two. Maybe. It could go to that one as well. So if it goes to one of those two, then we could do it over here. But again, because you can't pick where you want to send them, it is kind of limited. So this would be right here. So yeah, we could do it over here. This does have penalties, of course. You lose loyalty in the province. So that's an obvious problem. But yeah, we could go ahead and do that. Why not? So that's going to move a bunch of pops over there. And with that, we might actually be able to colonize over here soon. It might take some time before we have enough pops there, but yeah, we should be able to. Remember, they got to be Roman pops, and I don't think we moved over 8 of them, so I think we're just short of having enough to colonize right here. So it helps a little bit, but probably not much, and there were a lot of penalties to that as well, guys. And I think the biggest one here is that our loyalty has dropped significantly, so we might need to do something about that right now if we have the money, which we do. So do we have any cities here to build in? I don't actually know that we do. We might need to construct a city, in fact. Let's just take a look. Yeah, that's the only city here, guys. So yeah, if we wanted to be able to build here much, we'd have to construct a city, and I guess the best location would be here now. I'd prefer to have put it up on the coast or whatever, but this is now the most populated area. I suppose we could still put it here. There's really no reason not to. It seems that it's just more likely to grow up along the coast. Yeah, maybe we'll put it right there, guys. I think that's the best location. They'll still come here, I assume, because of the colony. Yeah, I imagine they'll still move there, and really it only helps us until we colonize this area, and then after that point, I don't know how much it would help us. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and make this into, although I don't think we don't have the influence. But yeah, we'll make this into a city so that we can build here, because yeah, there's really not a whole lot we can do because of the lack of cities there. In fact, we might have to, it's going to take a while to get down there. We'll be okay for a little while. Let's go and continue this conflict, guys. We could break these armies up a little bit more, but then I'd have to pay a little bit more attention than I have been. If we put it down to, like half their size, and we'd be at a point then they might be able to defeat us if they had some terrain modifiers, which with us doing sieges, they would have terrain modifiers. All right, so these guys will be gone, so now we can attack from here. Try and get those 9,000 troops destroyed. Again, should be a pretty easy conflict overall, though, of course, because this is the largest tribe in Hispania. It should result in being a little bit more difficult, I think, than the last two little tiny conflicts we did. I didn't realize we were paused the whole time. My bad. All right, so these guys are done with their siege. Let's have them probably go ahead and move on to this location here. I think that makes the most sense. Go down there. I know we still need to get this one, but I'd prefer the 4,000 to do that, since this fort here is a little bit out of the way. Oh, damn. Yeah, with this, we're crossing a river. I think, let's just take a look when everybody's leaving here. They're going to leave on the 27th of June. We'll get there on the 21st, so we would be attacking them. And I just don't feel... I feel like that's unnecessary casualty, especially with the chance of the 9,500 here coming in. I think we should just let them go. I know we might have to fight them all in the same location, but this will be in where the terrain is favorable to us. Let's take a look. We're on the 2nd of July here. Yeah, we should get there after they've all left. I just think it's better to fight where we have the terrain bonuses, even if we can easily win. It's not really what it's about here. It's reducing our casualties. Not that we have to. Manpower is absolutely fine. But yeah, that was enough, guys, to colonize here. Okay. I'm glad we didn't decide to make this into the city. I think this is the better location to do it. But yeah, we do need to start doing that in some locations. I really don't know if this is the first one that we should do it in, though. There's like a lot of places over here in Africa, overall, just across Africa, where we do not have any cities in certain states. I think it'd be helpful to start building some. The problem, of course, is political influence. That's what we're lacking right now. All right, so the First Legion got another designation. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Here's the casualties. Pretty good overall. Let's just take a look at what we got. It's not that one. Here we go. So this is Mountain and Hill Combat Bonus. Wow. So we're just stacking up the dedications. I think we already have one for like the plains and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and have them move. Could try and attack those 2,500. I don't really want them. Yeah, I think we might end up doing that actually. We'd also try and take that fort real quick, and then this 4,000 wouldn't have to worry about it. They could just take these like unfortified capital places. Yeah, I think that's what we might end up doing. Just sweep in here and grab the fort while we're down here. We got this 15,000 coming over here to take that fort. I assume that's where they're going. They might retreat right there, actually. It's hard to say. We'll try and catch these 2,500 first, though. It could be helpful just to get them wrapped up. We'll chase them down. All right, so we got these two sieges going here now. And yeah, these guys are probably going to take a little while to catch up to. In fact, what we might end up doing is not chasing them down. Let's just go ahead and do the fort real quick. Again, we could assault these forts, but not anywhere where we've got potential troops to attack us, like right here. Because you assault the fort, not only do you take the casualties, but your overall morale is reduced by a lot. But this one here is not a problem. We'll go and assault this fort, just take the casualties. I'm not too worried about it in that case. Though we did take a lot of casualties on that. Yeah, quite a few. Okay, so let's go ahead and have them. I'm not sure we're going to put them just yet. I think we'll have them try and stay away from battle for a little bit while they get their numbers back up. So they'll take these locations here. And more barbarians. Awesome. Yeah, I hate having to deal with these ones. These ones are kind of a pain in the butt over here. Because we have to raise the levies up as close as we can. I guess we'll just raise them here because we already know those aren't going to be enough. There we go. Have them join up here. And is that enough? Yeah, that's definitely enough. All right, so once they join up, we'll have them attack together. Almost done with these sieges here. And character died there. Doesn't look like he had any positions. This character is losing popularity and stability. Okay, that's unfortunate. We're still going up here on the stability, though. I think we've been spending that political influence there. And we did get the oratory advance. All right, excellent. It's only one left to get. Actually, two left to get. Martial and religious here of this rank, 17. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to get on our oratory advances. I think we already know, don't we? Winning land by the spear. So this won't give us any immediate benefits, of course. Just unlocks that Imperial Challenge War Goal, which we can only use against the major powers. So you can't use it against everybody, but we can use it against Macedonia, which is what we were waiting on. So yeah, if we wanted to declare war here, we'd use the Imperial Challenge to do so. So that's the plan, guys. After we finish up this tribe here, we will have our next war against Macedonia, which I think is our third Macedonian war. And that'll be the Imperial Challenge one, which we have not used since, I think since we used it against Carthage. Remember, that's the one where you flip the provinces immediately over to your side. Essentially, you're using the Civil War mechanic. So these guys are done here. Let's have them separate. I'm not worried about the 2,000 there, though there are those other troops floating around somewhere. You know, we'll keep them together since those troops are floating around. I don't want any issues with them. We'll have them come over here and grab... Yeah, I kind of want to fight those 2,000 if we can. So let's grab this one. We'll see where they go. They might end up going over this way. Oh, these guys are done here as well. Alright, so this siege here is done, so that's a big one there. I'm going to try and conquer as much as possible. Let's have these guys go ahead and grab this one next. At this point, I mean, there's only one fort left. You know what, let's have them work on the fort, since that takes time. We'll take the one fort while the rest of these troops just take these little locations here. So these guys aren't sure where to go, how to get out of here without dying. And, oh yes, the barbarians, I forgot about them. So let's go ahead and move over here, get them attacked. Can deal with them. And all their troops are in the same location here as well. These guys are done. Let's go ahead and have them... Let's see how we want to do this. Because I kind of want to keep them here until we get them fought. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, although we should probably take off because we've got 9,000 men coming here. Let's go over to this location. We'll get these two taken with the small army here. So we're going to try and catch the 2,000 now. See if we can't get them destroyed. Yeah, you can see they might chase us down here. Yeah, it's a possibility. We'll have to keep our eyes on them. Yeah, they're coming over this way. In this case, I think we will go ahead and attack across the river. It's just one little river penalty here. It's going to take us a while to get our manpower back up as well. You can see they are going after those easy locations. That's fine. We'll get them fought as soon as we're done with these guys here. So we destroyed all 2,500 there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and see if we can't engage those 9,000. We will probably be outnumbered in this battle here, guys. We did defeat the barbarians here. It looks like we're actually completely done. However, we're now at the issue of you can't get rid of these troops because we're currently at war. So let's just go ahead and put them somewhere where they're not going to cost us any food problems. So move them on over to there. So these guys, were they at war? Did they take territory? Or did they lose territory? I'm not entirely sure, but something definitely happened with their borders here. I feel like they lost territory. Yeah, it seems like they lost territory. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like they did. And I'm not sure who these guys even are. But there was definitely a country in between them, but I don't think they had all this. I think they won a war against our subject here. Our subject tribe. They're currently in a war as well, getting conquered, so a lot of things happening to the north, which will be our new border soon, because I do expect we'll be able to take all this territory here. I don't see why we won't be able to get all this in one war, which would be favorable. That's a lot of territory conquered in one conflict. So yeah, they did not want to fight us there. They're really not sure what to do here. Let's go here. This is in the plains. I feel like we have a good chance of winning there with few casualties. So go ahead and battle them, and might even get them destroyed. We did. Excellent. So that worked out nicely. Let's go ahead and move these guys over here. And really, this here is the last siege. Let's go and attack here. We're going. Well, yeah, I think we'll take that province. Let them continue the siege there. I like letting them sit on a siege for a little while. It just means we don't have to worry about them. So I think that's what we'll do. Let them sit on the siege for just a little bit while we get positioned to attack them, which the best way to attack them would be from here. So we don't get a river penalty. And it's in the plains, so they're going to try and leave. Alright, so we should probably have expected that they were going to do that. And so now let's move over here to get them to attack us right there. Or we'll be attacking them. Let's have these guys come over here and start working on taking over these unfortified locations. Yeah, we should definitely be able to engage them there. 2 times the numbers. It's a nice, easy battle here, guys. We do have a lot of money for spending. Still don't have the influence for building any cities, unfortunately. But we can spend the money. So let's go ahead and go about doing that. As far as what we'd like to get, I think we should probably continue with basing this, our investments on the provinces and the lowest loyalty. I think the best way to do this. So I think this is this province here, of course, which there's not really anything to do there right now, guys. So that one's just going to have to sit as is. We might end up having to change their governor policy just because I think it's going to be a while before we're able to get a city and get something done there. We don't want to lose loyalty there, so you know what? Let's just change it now, guys. Since we already know we're going to have a problem here. Just let it keep going up in the positive there. And we're not really losing a whole lot there as far as wealth and stuff. So this province here, we've worked on a little bit. Still some issues there. Yeah, still losing some loyalty. We'll see if there's anything we can do there. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything we can do there. This province we haven't done anything in. So that's the next one we'd want to probably work on here. And then there's that one as well. Okay, so those will be the 2 that we do next. Let's do this one first so that I don't lose track of it here. Do we have any cities in this location? I guess that's the first question to be asking here. We do. Okay. I'm sitting here looking at, of course. So let's get the temple, and the theater, and that might be just enough to get them into a good position here. I'd also do the court of law, like an academy. I think we'll do both of those. So we'll just do this one province at a time. So this is the province we're working on right now, and then we'll come over here and work on this one next. Although I don't know, you know, actually there is a city here. We've seen it, I think. Yeah, there's a city right here. We've already built these. I don't think there's any other cities in the region. No. So we'd have to, we'd have to continue building here. Now, obviously we don't have any money right now, so we'll have to wait. But I'll have to continue building right there and just trying to get them out of the negative here, which really doesn't take much. We're almost there already. All right, so we won this battle. Let's go ahead and see how we want to do this. You know, let's have them go here while they go up to this one. And we have, obviously, the one fort left that's almost done, and then a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 unfortified capitals in order to take the entire, all their territory over. So yeah, we'll get to doing that. Make sure we have the most points possible so we can take it all over. We probably won't even need all the points to take it all over. So that's done. Let's go ahead and have these guys march over here because it looks like that's where the 4,000 are going. This siege is taking a little bit longer to do than I expected. So yeah, we'll have those two done, and whoever finishes first will come over here and take this last capital province here. And yeah, it seems like this will be where the final battle is here on these plains in this port province. Finished up the siege there. Excellent. This has been finished as well. Let's go and bring these guys down here. I don't think any of this is necessary, and there's nothing else left for us to do. We just got this battle here, and then it's over. There we go. Yep. So we'll go and take those two locations real quick. Again, they're not fortifying, so it should be fairly quick. Of course, these guys got to leave and go to their next port here. Well, it looks like that war did finish up. They lost this territory here to this tribe. Okay. Made it a little bit weaker, which is a good thing, because it looks like they defeated our subject. So both of these are done. Excellent. And what do we have over here? That is a lot of money. Yeah, that is a lot of money, man. If we had it, I'd spend it, but yeah, I don't want to go that far in the negative, guys. So we'll just have to go with this one for now. So let's go ahead and end the conflict. Let's take over all their territory. Yeah, I see no reason not to take everything. Oh, yes, hold up. Before we do that, I forgot about this. We want to do this now because remember, once we get the aggressive expansion, they're going to lose some of the opinion with us. So let's go and start the integration here. That means we can also go ahead and stop improving relations, though we can't do that until the 24th. And we could also go ahead and get these guys integrating. So I think that's everybody. I think everybody is currently being integrated, all of our subjects, if I'm not mistaken here. There might be... There seems like there's one that we're not working on. Okay, I see. This is the one right here. I thought these were the same two here. So these guys are the one, and... Do we want to keep the war going long enough to get the opinion up? Because remember, once we get all that aggressive expansion, the opinion's going to drop by a lot. I don't know if it's worth it to wait, though, frankly. Because we're looking at 1.40 per month. You need to get like 20 something more, so that's too long to wait, guys. You know, aggressive expansion will eventually tick down, so we're fine. We're integrating 3 at the same time right now, so yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and declare war now. I wanted to get that end the war. I wanted to get that integration started, though. So that was actually all of our points. A lot more points than expected, and a lot more aggressive expansion than I was expecting. Okay, so yeah, it's fine if we can't annex one of them right now. We'll get them later. All right, so with that, we've completed our mission, which is excellent. And we've also got all these characters we'll have to deal with, though I'm not seeing very many. Just a few here. All right, well, that guy is okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to tick down the aggressive expansion in this case, though. Yeah, let's go and tick that down a bit, because we do have quite a bit of it. Quite a bit of aggressive expansion right now. All right, so let's go ahead and disband all of our levies. Remember, we do have several levies that need to disband, because it's not just them. We also had the ones that were sitting over here to make sure that they disbanded and they weren't moving. Yeah, they're gone. All right, awesome. So let's also go ahead and take a look at the mission that we just completed, which is the Punic Coast. And so this is going to get our consul some popularity, which he already has a lot of it. We'll be able to find a colonia in the conquered territory. we'll get that one event, allowing us to pick where we want the capitals to be. And we'll also get a local tax modifier for 240 months here. Alright, so that's helpful. So I'm going to take it. We'll pick that here in a minute. Let me just see what else we've got here. Just kind of move that off to the side. So obviously this side has to be dealt with. And that requires us to conquer one tribe. And then we also got to deal with this tribe here, which is of course our client tribe. That's going to be a problem, guys. Yeah, that might be a problem. I don't know. We'll see. It might not if they end up agreeing to become a client kingdom, and then, yeah, I don't know, because you can't really move down the rest of this until you get that one. Yeah. Okay. All right, so kind of a shame that we're stuck because of having them as a client. We could always just end that and declare war on them, though, if we wanted to. We'll see what happens. Since I'm not really attacking anybody over here right now, we're going to go against, probably go after Macedonia soon, though we got to burn off the aggressive expansion at least a little bit before we do so. So we have to pick where we want our capital to be. Unsurprisingly, these are all ports up along here. That we have two here. That'd be an option. These two would both be choices. Another choice would, and I think probably the most natural choice would be Carthago Nova, and I think that's probably the one we'll go with. And then the final choice I think is right here. So this one's probably the most populous of the four, I think. Yeah, it's definitely the most populous of the four. But I think we'll probably pick this one here. I think that's the best choice for us. I like that one. Yeah, so we're gonna do it there, guys. So let's see if there's any differences, anything else to be considered here. This one's not a city. So you always want to go to a city if possible. Yeah, no other differences besides the trade goods with the precious metals, the wine, or the precious metals. We're gonna go with that one though. All right, excellent. So with the legion that's here, we're probably gonna want to move them. Yeah, I think we're gonna want to go ahead and start moving them over to Greece, since the next goal is to go after Macedonia. Now, we do have to burn off the aggressive expansion, so we could set them here and train for a while, but remember, they're just going to lose all that training. As soon as we put them on the ship and then bring them over, they'll lose most of their experience. So I think it's better to just move them over now and then let them train here, and so that they have the experience when we're ready to declare war. Remember, we don't have to fight anywhere here on the south for once, so we can just go and invade straight into their territory. We'll have one army go up this way, and remember, it'll be the Imperial war goal, so we'll be flipping provinces over, which also means that you can't like take this here. I guess that one doesn't apply, but you know, you can't take the capital location and then it all flips over to you. You have to go province by province by province. It's very time consuming. 30 days for every province is like the old school method of conquering. Before they changed that up here, more like I guess even EU4 has changed a bit too, hasn't it? Let's go and have all these guys go to one province, if they can. Yeah, we'll just have them all join up here and then have the fleet meet them. Okay. So yeah, we'll pick up our troops, bring them on over to Greece. We did get our martial advances. Excellent. So with that, and also I think we probably should take a look at the characters we have here and see if we want to make any changes there. But yeah, with that, we need to make a choice on which route we want to go. So we could go with the tactical withdrawal, the retreat delay -2, and then the hostile attrition, but I don't think that's the best route to go. More supply limit would be helpful, as would reduction in fort maintenance and the legion maintenance. Frankly, this is all going to save us a lot of money, so that'd be an option too. We could go down this route here for fort defense. I don't really think that's necessary at all. Siege ability is nice, but yeah, I don't think it's worth going down there. But if you want to get this one here, then you do have to have this. That's the only way to get this. This reduces your army movement speed while increasing your siege engineer bonus and reducing the engineer cost. I don't think we're going to go for that. I don't like the penalty of the army movement speed. So yeah, we probably wouldn't even go for that anyway. So yeah, this branch right here is irrelevant. We won't go for that one. The entrenchment, yeah, not super helpful there. Neither is a 2.5% siege ability. I mean, that's okay. But yeah, if we don't need it for anything else, then we wouldn't get it. Siege ladders, assault ability. I think that would be helpful. Yeah, that's whenever we assault, maybe we won't take as many casualties, and then kind of move down here. Yeah, I think that's what we'd end up doing. Get down to siege ramps here. Yeah, that would certainly be useful. And then on down through here. Yeah, I don't even know if we'd get all these, but yeah, we could go with the siege ladders route. And finally, our last choice here is to get the 2 start and experience bonuses with the heavy infantry discipline. That'd be a route to go as well. You know, I really feel like supply limit is our issue right now. So we're going to continue to increase supply limit so that I can have these bigger armies. So yeah, we'll continue going down this route, guys. I'm going to get that first, and then after that, we'll work on the siege stuff. I think that's the best way to do it. And we'll burn off some of this aggressive expansion before we go to war with Macedonia. I think that'd be wise. And of course, we're gonna get a bunch of trade offers on the new trade goods we just got. Let's go ahead and see if we can build anything here now. I'm not entirely sure why the city's right there of all locations. It's not in the capital here, and it's not in the port. It's right here. We could, of course, always move the capital over if we wanted to. Let's see what we want to get. So we could do a court of law and an academy. Doesn't look like we're really having any trouble with happiness here, though. Happiness actually seems to be in a pretty good place overall. Yeah, we're still losing it here. So might still want to do something anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and get both of these. That's what we'll spend our money on. Alright, so we'll get those troops picked up. Bring them on over to Greece. We did get the religious advances as well. Excellent. So let's see what we want to get here. If we even want to get something here. I suppose we can go after the exported drama next. Yeah, I think that's what I said I was going after. We could also use the planning mode. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this here, but you can set set your what your plan is. It has no real practical effect. It just let you look at it. So you can turn it on or off or whatever. If you turn the planning mode on here, then this is just picking which route you want to go, and then you turn that off here, and then we can turn it on and off on which route we're planning on going. I never thought it would be something that I would actually make use of. Because it seems pretty useless to me, but here in a Let's Play it actually would be useful, because unlike when you're playing off camera your own little campaign, and you're probably not going to forget what you're doing when you got off yesterday or whatever it is, when you're doing a Let's Play, a lot of times I'll have a couple days in between when I record, and sometimes in this case I haven't recorded for 4 or 5 days, and so yeah, it can be helpful to mark it. So because there's been a few times where I've been like, what the hell were we doing? What were we going after? So next time we say, hey, we're going down this route, we should do that. We should just look at the planning mode, set it up or whatever. But right now we're just going to get this here. This is going to be a nice bonus. And we're not going to look at which route we're going just yet. We'll figure that out a bit later. So let's go ahead and we could trade with them, but we're about to annex them. So I think we should probably just trade with these guys. And we can stop improving relations with these guys over here now. Really not necessary. We do still want to improve relations with them. It did go down a little bit, but not much. Yeah, just -10 here. So we might still be able to get them. So let's go ahead and cancel and improve an opinion of them. And then we will just have this last tribe here. That's it. And then we'll have all of them integrated over here. And I guess we'll trade with them just in case we weren't already. Yeah, we're going to have to turn some of these guys down here. We're trading with them already, and we might have to declare war on them. That's a very real possibility. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here with these guys just yet. Now, if they offer to become a client state, then that'll work. We'll just wait the 10 years to integrate them, although that's a long time to wait to be able to complete the missions. Yeah, that could be a problem, actually. Yeah, because again, we have to have this region to continue down our mission tree. Now, the war with Macedonia will take a while, though, so it does give us some time. Ooh, that's a huge chunk of money. For 4 pops? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. That's a lot of money, guys. We could really use that. So we could save up to get a Great Wonder. And I do want to do that before we end this campaign here, but I'm really trying to get, again, really just focusing on making sure that we don't have any loyalty issues in any of these provinces for the foreseeable future. These are all like, I don't have any problems for, you know, down the road at all. And we've been doing that. We've been building to the point where we have gotten us in a good place in many, many locations. Also, we're working on converting these guys too, so that's helpful too. So I don't know if we finished. I think we finished there. We might have done something, or done enough here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we've done enough here. So then I guess the question is this province, which is still having issues. I want to say we've already built in all these, in all their cities. They might only have one though. Yeah, they just have the one. And yeah, we're already building there. We've already built quite a bit there, in fact. So we might not be able to do anything about it. I don't know if this character's, his corruption isn't causing any issues. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the issue is here, why it's so darn low. Yeah, it seems like a couple provinces are causing issues. This is the main one, though. It's negative 0.02. I guess we could continue building the academies and court of laws there, though we don't have any more building slots, so that's not really an option. Could get rid of some of this stuff here, like the granary, which doesn't really help that much. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of, oops, I didn't mean to get rid of the library. Damn it. Clicked on the wrong thing, guys. Alright, well, it's fine. We'll just build these two here. Yeah, that's a bummer. I didn't mean to get rid of that library. It is what it is. Oh, we still got money left. That's right, we have a ton of money. So let's get some more stuff building. We could work on the capital. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Do we have any building slots here? We do. We do have building slots. So let's see what we want to get next. Probably another aqueduct, because yeah, we'll get to that population capacity again here soon. So yeah, let's go with another aqueduct there. And maybe another marketplace. I'm just trying, I know these aren't huge increases here with the 5% for the local based trade routes, but yeah, we really want as many trade routes here as possible. So I think we will go with a marketplace there, even if it's kind of a cruddy building overall. So yeah, we'll get that going, and let's see what we want to get next. Or I guess we'll want to work on the provinces surrounding it, as we've been doing. So that's what we'll continue to do. Let's work on this one next. See what we need here. I could get an aqueduct, but I think we're all right in that regard. Let's get an academy here. Seems that we don't have any court of laws, so we're gonna get one of those, just for the try and get more citizens there over the freemen. I don't really care so much about the freemen here. We actually have a forum, so that's boosting the freemen. So yeah, we definitely want to get a court of law there, and maybe another library. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go and take a look at some of these other provinces here. So could go ahead and get the Foundry. That's always helpful if we haven't got one in all these regions. Yeah, we'll do that. Get more wine for trading purposes. Yeah, we'll get the Foundry there. And we still got a lot of building slots here as well. We could always get a Great Temple too for conversion, though obviously conversion hasn't been very difficult of a process. But yeah, we'll get it anyway. It does have other bonuses as well. Nice happiness bonuses. Again, the happiness is really not an issue, of course. Good local civilization level, though, so that's always helpful. And, in the capital, you don't really have to worry about provincial loyalty. That's never a problem. All right, so these guys are here. Let's go and get them hopping onto the ships. And then we'll bring them on over to Thrace here. Though I'm not sure where we're going to want to put them just yet. As far as, like, supply, we'll bring them over here for now. We'll see if they can fit there. Might have to move them around a little bit, though. That's all right. So we're going to get the fleet moving over there. We want the fleet over here anyways. In fact, we need to probably get them some more ships. Macedonia has lost some of the ships they took from us. But yeah, they beat us, and I'm guessing it's because they have, they had the much better leader. So obviously that played a significant role in why they won that one naval battle where we outnumbered them. But I think more than anything, I think it was traditions that played a significant role there. Yeah, we'll trade with these guys. Yeah, I bet traditions. I'm sure they have some of those Greek traditions that boost the fleet. And so I think that's what ended up happening there. Who are these guys? Yeah, we'll trade with them, I suppose. Lots of trade offers, for all this territory we just conquered. We do need to get this region conquered too. I'd kind of prefer to do that. I think there's a mission for that, though. I think we've seen it, actually. So I almost want to wait till we take the mission for that. Because if we're going to conquer tribes, I want to focus over here. But again, our next conflict's going to be against Macedonia. I feel like we got to bring them down to size. I also don't like them being on our two different sides here. I want to get all this territory here conquered. With that, we'll also completely surround Thrace, so that makes a natural enemy as well. We'll have them not completely surrounded, but surrounded on two sides. So yeah, it makes sense to probably attack them. And I think, yeah, they have territory. If we wanted to connect our territory here, we have to fight them anyways. So there's a lot of people left to fight, guys. A lot of people left to fight. So this is the Touched by Mercury event, which is pretty darn good. You need to spend money to get those bonuses, which I do like. I do like those. But we're going to take the money, guys. Just keep spending this money, improving the capital, building it up, making it better. Oh, I guess there's also the city that we wanted to build. That doesn't cost that much, though. We just see if there's any other regions here where we're still losing loyalty. We still have this here is a slight problem. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and get something built here, guys. Could do another court of law. All this is really getting those happiness bonuses. I think getting a academy here would be helpful. So get an academy, and let's see what else we might want to get. It does seem that the freemen here aren't super happy, so could go with a forum to help boost that happiness. But I almost prefer, instead of doing that, let's see what this is here. If this would help in this particular location, it probably wouldn't be all that useful. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go with that one. I do want to get the fort moved from here to here, so I think that's what we're going to do. Let's get the fort moving, and then we'll just destroy this fort here. And we'll do that now while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, we'll just destroy the fort there, get the fort over here. I think it'd be helpful. And then we're getting the academy. Let's do one more academy. All right, excellent. Let's see how the nobles should be pretty happy with this here. Once you get that boosted, yeah, they'll be pretty happy. No reason not to have more of them. Get that technology. It's always helpful. We do still have more money, so let's just continue building. Could go up to a faster speed here, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to get these guys up here before we go up to speed 5. Just kind of work on burning the aggressive expansion up. We'll get them into the port here, and then we'll get them moving if they have to. I don't know how they're gonna look on supply here. I assume they need to move. Yeah, definitely can't have both of them over here, so we can just move one over to there so that we don't have any issues. Although, why is he going? Oh, I got the ships. I didn't want the ships. I want this guy. There we go. All right, so just split them up so they're not taking any attrition there. And then we'll get them training. Start the drilling here. And to make sure that, yeah, they did lose a lot of experience, as you can see, as they went across. But not as much as you'd expect. Again, that's because of all the modifiers we got that, you know, reduced the decline of the experience. All right, so let's go and drill them up. Could get more troops into our legions if we so desired. I almost want to get like 10,000 into this one here. We have 8,500 as of right now. Let's go and step up their numbers a bit. Give them another 6 units here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. So this is the 3rd Legion, and we want to get them 6 more units. So probably some supply trains and some engineers should be in there. Get like 1 more engineer unit, and then like 1 more supply. And probably good on the heavy cav. Definitely want to get some more heavy infantry though. And then yeah, we can go and do some infantry, some archers as well. What are we looking at? 2, 4, 6. Let's go ahead and go up to 12 here. Oh, we can't. Let me just see. Is that because? Yeah, that's because we can't get any more units here. Yep, that puts us at 23 right there. So that's the highest we can get, 11,500. All right, well that works. I think I was trying to make them into 10,000. We only needed, we only needed 3 units there to get them up to 10,000. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Doing shoddy math, apparently. Because, yeah, we did not need that many units. But you know what? Might as well get them up to full size here. There's no reason not to. So this is actually going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode will be on Monday. We're going to have a Monday episode. But it's going to be a bit shorter, guys. Because it's a Monday episode. I'm literally recording it right after this one here. Since I won't be able to record it on Sunday. So I'm going to record a short Monday episode where likely we focus on burning off aggressive expansion. I wouldn't really want to start a war halfway through a short episode. So what we'll probably do is burn off as much aggressive expansion as we can in that episode, and then maybe declare war towards the end after we have all the troops over here. We still do need to move the levies as well, and we don't need to be paying for forts right now, so we can go and stop doing that. Save us a little bit of money here. But we do need to get the levies moved over there. We'll have one levy army raised up here in Italy and moved over. So we do have a pretty large levy over there that we can bring into Greece. And we could also step this legion up to 30,000, so that it'll be another 2 armies of 15,000. I think we might do that as well. Yeah, I think we'll continue stepping up their troop numbers. There's really no reason not to here. So yeah, we'll also do that next episode. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which remember will be on Monday. Kind of make up for the fact that we didn't have any videos, for a few days here. So I do hope to see you on that video, and thanks for watching.